Hi, welcome to DTKSS. In the current session, we are going to discuss about templates. Why we need the templates in Azure build pipeline. Let's consider a scenario. We need to generate a output package for the build configuration for release and debug. In our previous video session, what we have discussed is generating a build package using the build configuration release. So we have followed all these steps. So one is mapping the .NET SDK version, restore the dependencies and build the pipeline and publish the code and publish the build artifact. So 5 steps we have performed. So if I want to generate the package for debug, then I have to repeat these 5 steps one more time. But when we do that, the code duplicate will generate and maintenance will go very complex. But we need a solution. The code should not get duplicate and maintenance should be easy. What we have to do? To address that issue, we are going to use the template. Template will help us to build a common task. So you can reuse that common task n number of times by passing the dynamic parameter values. For example, here there is 2 steps is there. One is build. So here we are passing build parameter value is release. So these two particular steps like build and publish, I want to make these as a common task and passing this build parameter value either debug or release. I want to generate the package. So I can call n number of times using that common task n number of times by passing the different values or same values also you can pass, no matter it is. But here the concept is we will reuse the same set of tasks with different parameters using the template. How we can generate that? So first I will go to the repository and clone this particular code into my local. So I have discussed how we can clone this code into local in our previous video sessions. You can watch it. Now I already did the clone the code. So this is the code we have copied into our local. So now what I have to do is I want to comment these two tasks. One is build and publish. So these two tasks is perform the build and publish. So I don't want to repeat these two things in my Azure Pipelines.yml. I'll move this YAML file inside this project. Then now I'm going to create a new folder, called it as templates. Under the templates, I will create one more file called build.yaml. So here, whatever the codes I have been commented here, I am going to add into the build pipeline. So open this and just copy there. So this task is performing the build the code. This task is going to perform the publish the code. We have discussed already about this, what this task will do, and you can hover that, you will get that response and what this task will do. So this particular task is going to build the code. This particular lines of code is going to perform the publish the code. Fine, we have created a common template which can able to perform based on the dynamic parameter values. If you pass this build configuration from here as debug, then it will generate the debug package. If you pass this as a release, then it will generate the release package. Why? Because we are taking input parameter. So parameters dot build configuration, we are taking that value. So how we can call this build.yaml from the Azure pipeline? How we can call is, as mentioned, I'll just remove this task which is not required. So this is generating build package, and this is for generating the debug package. This is release package. So we already know that what we are doing under build.yml. I'm just repeating here. In the build.yml, we created two tasks. One is build the code using the build configuration parameter. So that is either debug or release, and publish the code. So we can publish the code using this parameter. So two tasks we are performing, and those two tasks we are repeating multiple times by dynamic values. Fine. So just commit these changes. So adding build.yml and updating the Azure pipeline.yml. So here what we have created is YAML, right? So we need to update here YAML. Either way, you can change this as YML, and here you can modify as YML. Here also you can modify as YML and commit the changes. Fine. So commit the changes and sync the changes. Once the changes is pushed to the repo, you can see the commit. So what we have committed is adding build.yml and updating the Azure pipeline by YAML. Then once this code changes has pushed, automatically our build pipeline should get start building the code. So here it is running. You can see here restore, build, test, publish, and publish the artifact. So the artifact is generated. Now you can see the artifact here. The whatever the code it has generated, you can see. So that is the way you can reuse the particular task multiple times using the templates. Thank you.